Hi everyone, how are we all doing today? Good, I hope. Thank you for joining me for another City Skylines episode. Before we begin though, I thought I would share with you a brief slice of what it's been like around here for the past couple days. Okay, we're back. I hope you enjoyed that. Yes, that was rain, and that's why you didn't hear any more chainsaws. And don't ask me what my next door neighbor was doing. It happens all the time, and it's very creepy. But anyway, moving on. It's hard to move on from that, believe me. Well, person like me, it's hard to move on. But we're gonna move on. So, I didn't get too much done. We added a building to ore. Oil leveled up, but there's really not too much I can do with it here. And forestry and farming are just kind of puttering along. I'm not going to worry about it. I did come back in here where our industry meets the railroad track, and I just kind of snazzied it up a bit. Probably you would call this overboard, but I really like doing this. So I gave them some rock formations and some weed trees. That cottonwood is a disgusting weed tree. No, traffic is not fixing itself too well. But I did give them a way to leave, because I tried again to connect this road here, and it just didn't work. Even cars were coming around this way, coming up here, and then clogging it up, trying to turn left. And some trucks were doing it too. So I decided to ban cars from here. There's no reason cars should be coming to this depot. None at all. Unless they work there, and they somehow managed to get in there anyway. So I had to block that. I had to remove that. And I think this is working. It's helping a little bit. I did have another on-ramp, off-ramp on this side, and it just made things worse. Traffic was not only backed up on the roundabout, it was backed up down here and down the other way. So I said, this is it, you guys. I'm done with you. This is the best as it's gonna get, and I hope you appreciate it. I think they will. I know it's kind of crazy, but you know what? I also gave you guys a shipping route, and you're going to have to figure that one out. So I put another rock behind here because I felt like it. And then, while I was trying to think about what to do over in that new neighborhood there, I came down here. This is where I said in the last video that I wanted to make a park of some sort. And while I am still thinking about it, I did not like the idea of anything being in this area here. And all it is the roundabout is here with the highway exit and entrance ramp, and then this is our roadway into our university area and industry. And there was this little plot of land between those two roads. So I went a little nutsy again, and I made something else, and I know you guys probably don't like this. I'm sorry. like doing this. I know I'm not good at it. And I know that these look ridiculous, the melting rocks, but I did that for texture. And I know my camera work is bad, but I'm just saying the camera view, whatever, is distorted. It doesn't look that great. I put that in there just because. I also did it while I was thinking. I'm not too unhappy. You know what I wish we had was rock climbing ability. Just smack it on the side of one of these things and let the people climb them. I think that would be cool. Now we got to come down here because this is where I had trouble with the tram. And thank you for your helpful advice. I really appreciate it. I knew that there was an issue with the turnaround here. But in my head, I'm thinking, why would I go all the way around this building just to come back? It just didn't seem normal to me. And this was not connecting here. It just wasn't hooking up in my brain. So all I did was drag the road down. I gave him a turnaround and everything worked out great. So now there are 7 trams, I believe. High capacity ones. Because I was surprised at how many people are waiting to get on these things throughout. All of his stops are pretty well utilized, but it turns around at the roundabout here and comes down to this end. I tried to lower these buildings again, didn't do too great of a job, but I did also... Well, you know what? They look a little bit lower than they were. They were pretty tall. So that's not bad. But I did come in and I got rid of the same house over and over and over again. I do not know, however. It came back. Maybe these two are too much alike. But on this side, I don't know if you will recall, it's been a couple days since we've been with each other. And again, I will apologize for that. It's just been crazy. My daughter got a new car. Not a new one, a new used car. Which broke down immediately after she brought it home, but, doggone you. They all came back, didn't they? Well, pooh. How come this one will do it, but these guys won't? Alright, I'll have to try it again, but I can't tolerate this. Sameness drives me nuts. Anyway, she had immediate problems with it, so having to run back and forth between the shop and her work and home, and I just kept getting interrupted. And then the tree guys came back on, what was it, Wednesday or Thursday? They parked right in front of our house for whatever reason, because the park is across the street from us, with their diesel trucks, which they refused to turn off, 7:30 in the morning. Slamming doors, diesel trucks idling and banging and clanking, and then at around 9 o'clock they start up their saws to trim trees, and that just goes on for hours. Then they use the chipper. But thankfully yesterday, which was Friday, it did rain, and that's what you heard at the beginning of this video. That was my Friday afternoon. The chainsaws died, and then the people came out. And that inconsiderate, rude piece of poop that lives next door with the stereo and the grunting and scraping, that goes on from this Memorial weekend, which is early, all the way through until like maybe mid-November. Every single night. He starts at around 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and he wraps it up around 2, 3 a.m. Anyway, we got a national park. So that's the main entrance off this neighborhood here with the leisure. Nothing exciting, and it is still at level 1, so I do have areas prepared for those lookout places, but I can't put them in yet because it's only at level 1. So right now we just have camping, log sitting, and campfire stuff, and trails. So, oh, come on, I'm trying. I'm so sorry. So I flattened a bit of this out to get this to come in nice. My horrible camera work. But like here, putting those lookout decks and then a couple up here. I thought that would be kind of nice. And then it comes around here and it leaves. So this is cordoned off, but there's really nothing in here. Maybe if I get more stuff at a higher level, we can do that. So it just cuts off here. However, there is an exit right here at this thing here. Okay, so you can go all the way through it. You come down here and you're out at this side entrance. This, not too happy about. Not too excited about this. When I finished my park, I saw the opportunity to put a road in and maybe some small stores like a laundromat, groceries, a drugstore, things that people might need and run down here, pick it up and go back and have some fun out in the wilderness. Well, it didn't work out that way. And then I thought, this is a nice place for people to live. So I put shops here and houses here, and I'm just not feeling it. I don't think I like this too much. So this might have to go. And I don't know, maybe this too. Well, it's not very high up. There's no reason it says I can't lift the land, but the guy who made the map did such a good job. And I don't do as well. I don't know, I don't like it. All I can say is I don't like it. So this might have to go. However, I do have to tell you, finally, we have bus lines. Inner city and in city. I finally got them hooked up. I did not go crazy, and I hope I hooked them up correctly so that they're utilized properly. Because a lot of my bus routes, they end up where, say there's 7 or 8 stops. 2 of them are clogged, and the others are at 0. And it's like, I'm doing something wrong, but how am I supposed to know where they're going to be and where they want to be? So this is a bus, and this is an inner city. I did not hook anything up to these, but they are kind of, sort of, people. Yeah, see, buses are going in. There's a couple people here and there. These are being very utilized. I have one here, and I have one over here. Oh my goodness. There's one over here. There's one in our university area back here. Well, actually, there's a inner city and a regular bus. There's one in here. And then I put one down at this end, and that's where all this traffic is coming from. While I was building up our nature park, this was clogged. Absolutely clogged. And I hadn't done anything to this neighborhood yet. I hadn't even built this up. So I don't know where it all came from. But I guess these guys would be happy to see people come in. And I did try to lower these. It does have that high-rise ban in effect. And I got rid of all, this one, and all of these down here. I deleted them all with the high-rise ban in effect, and they all came back. So I'm not getting it. They look a lot higher than 13 stories. That's all I can tell you. So here's our last bus terminal, and it's a regular one. There's no inner city here. And it hooks up to all of the other terminals. Well, it hooks up to the one at this end here. And then this one hooks up to this one here. And then this one hooks up to this one here. So they're all connected. If these guys want to get over to the university, they can, so on and so forth. The only place I did not put bus lines is in this neighborhood, which I will get to. But I did have to come down and change a few things. After I finished this, I realized that there were some issues going on here. I wasn't noticing much activity, so I hooked up walk pathways there, which I did have. But for whatever reason, when I hooked up the pathways on the end, I started noticing people coming down here. So I guess that's okay. I mean, yes, I did add more of the cute little things from the picnic tables and food trucks and play items. I changed things around. Now see, it worked here. All of the houses look like this. So I got rid of every other, oh, you know what I did? Okay, now I know. This is a 2x2, but this is a 2x3. 2x3. I think this is a 3x3. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that in our pedestrian area, because that's what I like to see, variety. I think it worked out okay. I just hope more people are, okay, wrong key, that's right. You just keep hitting the wrong key. I just hope more people are coming down to this area. I'm just not noticing it. I'm not seeing where, but then again, when have I ever seen anybody on, oh, okay, they're playing volleyball. Sorry, people that have to go through the trees. But things like this, you see a car come up. Oh, okay, they're fishing. There's a dude. Okay, good. And then this one? You suppose anybody's... I think this is a marine. No, that's the marina. Is this the rest? Oh, look at that. Somebody walking on air. Jesus has arrived at our restaurant. Cool. This is the marina. The dirt road kicks up dust. Well, now that's realistic. This is our marina that doesn't do anything. These boats never leave, which is kind of sad. And these things don't leave either. I hope. Well, not that I'm ever going to be able to find out, but I'll be able to watch other people's videos of City Skylines 2. Hopefully, someone is going to hop on one of these things and just take off on the water, and you're going to be able to see it. That would be nice. And then this is another fishing pier. Well, look at that. Okay. Maybe I'm just not paying close enough attention. And then down here was another volleyball? Was this another volleyball place? Yeah. And they're playing. Okay, yeah. So things like this is what I did. I went in here and I added them along the strip on both sides. And then kind of sort of in the neighborhood here and there. So those are all the changes I made. Oh, our shipping containers are still going, but the trucks just aren't going there. It's all train. So the trains are picking it up down here and taking it to the ships. I don't care. This bugs me. Does it bother you as much as it bothers? I don't think there's hardly anything in this world that bothers anybody else as much as it does me. That is just too pointy, isn't it? A little too sharp. I think I'm going to have to do something with that. But you guys can let me know. Leave it alone. It's fine. Or, yeah, it's a little on the peaky side. That is everything I have done so far. I'm going to real quick try to set up a good position here, because I would like to show you our stats that I did not do the last time. Here we go. Traffic, 79. 82. All right. The usual suspects, right? Industry. And yeah, see our new area here. I don't know what happened. Nobody was bothering this neighborhood until I put that bus depot in. So maybe it's bus traffic and a mix of people coming and going. I don't know. This has always kind of sort of looked like that, hasn't it? But our industry is using this roundabout, and I am more than happy with that. You guys go. Just keep going in circles and leave everybody else alone. But our bus routes, I have them strategically placed, like near our 6-laner, going around, where you can connect up to this neighborhood. And then in here, I have one going down our main street and coming around through the neighborhood back to the depot. But I also have one on the main that connects over here so that these guys can get to university or work or wherever. I do have a special line connected here, and I believe here it goes directly to industry. They can stop at university because the bus turns around here, so I just put 2 stops on either side. But my industry bus is connected to all of this, so hopefully they'll be served well. And that might be why our traffic did not take a nosedive. But I didn't go to everybody's house with a stop, and I obviously, well, I shouldn't say obviously. I have never done that, but I'm not good at... I suppose I could show you my bus routes. Does this work? Oh, yeah, there you go. Is that showing bus routes? So my lines aren't, they're not on every single road. They're strategically placed so that you can get where you need to go. I hope that's okay. Maybe they're too far apart, I don't know. But I think it's being utilized well. Yeah. And these are 75, for the most part, 75 passenger asset buses that I've downloaded. And there's not too many vehicles. There's not, some of them are more popular than others. Look at my industry. Well, cool. That line did work, didn't it? It is this one? Okay, you're going to take me right there. Yeah. It goes to this terminal where the kids can get off on other. So like the gray, this is my industry bus. But people using these other lines are from other neighborhoods as well. So I think it's working out well. Sump pump because of the rain. Okay, what else did we need to look at? We are up. Population, I believe the last time was 15,000 and now it's 22, so that's good. But you'll notice it's going down. We're making great money now, so that's cool. And then I think the last thing we look at is this. 9%, not great, not bad. But I haven't really gone in and concentrated too much on building buildings as I have places for them to play. So my thinking is this new neighborhood down here probably needs some work. And I could include industry where our shipping is. Or I could just bus route them. Well, I already have. They do have a bus route to industry. There's also offices. I could put more offices in maybe in this area where the industries are. And then all of my overeducated people, 60% are overeducated. They could come here to work in the offices that correspond with all of our industry. I could do that too. So that would take care of that. So that's good. That is about all I have to show you. I hope you like my progress. I hope you like my goofiness. Oh, I do this when I'm trying to think, what do I want to do? Where do I want to go next? I'm not unhappy with what I did in the industry area. I think these guys deserve some fun. It's kind of cool. Have your little rocks. That's what they're digging out of anyway. I still have to think about, I like our nature reserve here, but I think a divide between these two sides would be nice. Because we can still put another park in here. It doesn't have to just be that one. We already have a little one down here, and it's doing well. So those are my thoughts. That's what I hopefully intend to do in the future. But that's about it. And I do thank you so much for sticking with me to the end. I hope you enjoyed this. Like the video if you did. Subscribe if you're interested. Take very good care of yourselves. Have an absolutely fabulous day. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.